everyone, Amy here with Never Regret Vacations, and now it's time to come fly with Amy. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Amy and I am a professional traveler as well as a travel agent. So if you like any of that sort of content, go ahead and subscribe to my channel because I'm always all over doing all the fun things ever. So this video today, I am actually in Memphis, Tennessee for a few days, and I'm staying at the Central Station Hotel, which is located directly in downtown Memphis. For those of you that are familiar with the landscape of Memphis, this is near the South Main Street area, and it's actually an old Amtrak station. Amtrak does still run, but they essentially made this an annex of the Amtrak station, and it's an amazing, swanky, beautiful hotel. And if you know me and you know my content, I love swanky hotels. So I'm so excited to show you our room today, and then after this room tour I'm going to show you some more aspects of the hotel, which also amazing and swanky and so fun and very well themed, I will say. So today's room is a king room. This is considered a concourse room, which on the listing of the room, it mentions the additional seating area. We have stayed at this hotel previously, and we just got a king cabin room, which is a lot smaller than what I'm about to show you today. When I say a lot smaller, I mean a lot smaller. At the time of that stay, I was not vlogging, so unfortunately I do not have footage, but take my word for it, if you're looking for some space and you're here for a little bit of time, go with the additional seating area king room. So let's take a look at this hotel. So getting a room tour here of our king room. So first when you walk in, hello, full length mirror. As I'm walking through here, I do want to show off the pocket door, which to save space, that's always a nice touch. You'll notice this room has a lot of music influence, obviously because Memphis and music, but also a lot of like metal decor, which is super cool. Everything is very like open display, like even like this vanity you'll notice all open, no cabinets, so very modern in that respect. This is a Hilton property. It is a curio collection. For those of you who know me, I am a Hilton Honors Diamond member, so I do tend to stay in a lot of different Hiltons. Great vanity with plenty of lighting, lots of counter space. I will say, as this room compares to the smaller room, the king cabin, this bathroom is massive and has tons of windows, so I love that. If you've never been to Memphis and you are visiting, stop by the arcade for breakfast. It is easily one of the best breakfasts in town. It is a very classic Memphis stop. This street here that you can see is South Main as it heads along that way. So I'll talk a little bit more about South Main and maybe show a couple clips. So again, I'm still in the bathroom. Huge shower. You do have some more products here, which looks really nice. Steel by William Rowe, very cool. So that was the bathroom. So I'll show you just a quick shot of the full bathroom. Huge. As you come into the room here, this is what you're going to see. Again, open display armoire, so you can hang up your stuff. It's like a closet, an open shelf closet. Here is the room. It says obviously welcome Amy. And here is the beverage cooler. There is a coffee machine down here, which is really nice. I always love like little details like this. Little branded mugs, a little touch of home, you know? So one of the cool features here, I will say, is that I don't want to play this too long because I'll get a copyright strike, but cool, right? So you can play vibe music your entire stay, which we typically do. This is the little room key portfolio. Kind of looks like I'm going on a trip. So that's really cool. There are a couple different restaurants on site. There's a lobby bar, which I'll show you clips of. And then there's also a restaurant downstairs called Bishop. We have eaten there and it is fantastic. So we will be doing that again. Here's the room. Now, just for comparison purposes, when I mentioned the king cabin room, I'm gonna say about half the size of this. I think that's a pretty good comparison. So in the king cabin room, the bed was like pushed up basically against the window, barely any room. And then this guy was basically in front of it. It had the TV. So when I say it was a lot smaller, did not have this couch. So really great couch. Love the mixed patterns. It's really fun. This tabletop looks like a record, so love that. Again, just some really cool decor aspects of this hotel. I like, for those of you who know Memphis, Elvis, TCB, had kind of this emblem or a, you know, similar version of that lightning. So that's kind of inspired by, which is really cool. So love the wooden area there. And that's the room right there. Let me pull you at a different angle. So really cool. Let me show you the view a little bit better here, just so you understand where we are, and obviously all the windows in this room. So this is the continuation of South Main right here. You can see downtown Memphis right there. If we were a couple floors higher, the Mississippi is right off in the distance, like here. It just runs right along. But unfortunately, we're a little low. We're on floor 4. So we're not as high as we were the last time we were here, but that's perfectly fine with us. So yeah, here is our room again, and so excited to show you the rest of the hotel. Okay, so here is the beginning of our tour as we look at just the overall vibes of the Central Hotel. How cool is this? So right in this area right here, there's often a DJ. I don't know, tonight's a Thursday, so I don't know if there'll be one tonight. But the vibes down here are super cool. I'll go down. There's a lobby bar down there. They also have light bites. And of course, some of the neon signs are super cool because it's very train station-esque, because this still is a train station, but it used to be a bigger train station. So I'll go down there and kind of show you some more clips of that. Okay, talk about the coolest wall you've ever seen in your life. Total photo spot. So you will find a photo of me here on Instagram. So coolest music vibes ever. So like I said, this hotel is very much inspired by Memphis, which is very much so about blues, jazz, and music in general. So this is the lobby area. The parking is out there. Parking is $24 a day. Self-park, valet, I want to say it was $40, but don't quote me on that. But look at this lobby. We have all the skylights ever, so it's just beautiful in here. So right here is the front desk, right behind that little neon sign. So you'll see that. Again, as I had mentioned, it is a Hilton and Curio collection. As a Diamond member, I get $15 per person per day food and beverage credit. Here is the lobby I just showed you, kind of that concourse area. Super cool. All these stairs, you can sit on them because they have little like pillows and whatnot, so it becomes seating, but very much train-esque. Okay, we are now down on the lower level. Again, just kind of showing off just the way it looks. You're coming out. The bar is now open. It is open during the evening. Lots of records. Always music going on throughout here. I did want to show off some of the event space. I don't think anything's going on tonight, so I'm going to scope it out. We were here back during COVID, during a wedding, and it was beautiful, and the space is huge. Let's see if I can show you anything over here. So this is all used for like cocktail areas. So if you are looking to host your next event, this may very well be it. Again, I love the neon signs. This right here is the ballroom. I don't think I could go in right now, but it's called the Grand Hall. Located on the street level is Bishop, which is a fantastic restaurant. It is open for breakfast if you're staying at the hotel, and then it is also open to the public for dinner. I don't think for lunch. I know they have a brunch though. Great restaurant. I'll show you some more clips. We're going to be eating there probably tomorrow, so I'll show you that. And then this is just kind of the hallway leading out to Main Street. Again, all these chairs look just like you're in a train station, so this hotel really tried to keep, you know, the collectiveness of the traditional train station, even by keeping some of the exposed brick. It's really a unique, that's where we were at the lobby. Super unique place. Let me just kind of show you street level. So This hotel opens up, so there is a trolley that runs in Memphis. I'll be honest with you, I lived in Memphis for a long time. I visit still fairly often, never taken the trolley. Amtrak is here. I don't know how often they run, I know a couple times a day. But this is considered Main Street, South Main, people call it. It's up and coming, it's been up and coming. I said I lived here about 3.5 years, and even since I left and I now come back to visit, Main Street has just continued to evolve, but you still have some of your classics, such as the arcade, very historical. It's been around for years. Many famous people, including Elvis, have eaten there. So it's really cool to kind of be a part of that history. I did want to show you the outside of the building here. This is Bishop from the outside. Super cool inside. Absolutely love that restaurant. And then as you continue down, for anybody who's ever been to Memphis, so you do have Ernestine and Hazel's, which is right here. One of the best bars in Memphis. Could be considered a dive bar, depending on what your definition of a dive bar is. Central Barbecue, there's a location down that way behind Central, the arcade. Civil Rights Museum is also just a couple of blocks that way. We are going to tour that tomorrow. And then down, if you follow this street straight down, it'll pop you right onto Beale Street. I will say it's hot in Memphis right now, so personally I would not walk it. I'd probably pick up a damn scooter before I'd walk that. But downtown, like Beale Street, is a solid, I'd say about a mile. So, you know, take it for what it's worth. As part of this video, I wanted to talk just briefly about Memphis and what Memphis has to offer from a tourism and travel perspective. So as I mentioned, I did live here for about 3.5 years, and I love Memphis. I continue to come back because it's obviously very special to me and my husband Corey. So Memphis is a traditional southern city, but I feel like it has such a cool vibe to it because Memphis isn't quite as developed in terms of travel and tourism as like Nashville. Nashville kind of got their pop a couple years ago, and it's grown into what it is today. Memphis, we're still kind of on that path. Certain areas of town are still kind of underdeveloped, if you will, and you'll notice the progression. If you come back year over year, it's a significant increase in not only the travel and tourism, but just the overall offerings as buildings continue to be bought up, refinished inside, you know, that type of thing. So when coming to Memphis, couple key things you do not want to miss. A, Graceland. As hopefully everyone watching this video knows, Elvis is from Memphis and he bought a house here, and that's called Graceland, and it's still here today. That is hands down probably my favorite place to tour in Memphis. I do it every couple years because it's always changing. The exhibits are always changing. You can tour the original house. The second floor is off limits, unfortunately, because unfortunately that's where he did pass. And the family has just decided to keep that private. So totally understand that. So you can see the whole basically entertaining area. You can see his music studio. You can see the jungle room. Super cool. In addition, Graceland just went through a massive renovation a couple years ago, and they really added on to the amount of exhibits that they have. So there's so much more to see. You can actually take, you know, a bus. Like there's a bus because it's on separate sides of the street. So you can transport between the two. Also, as part of the Graceland area, the guest house at Graceland is beautiful. It's a hotel. This replaced I'm gonna drop in the link down below here. I can't remember what the old hotel was called. It was called like the Heartbreak Hotel. It was small, super, super small. Booked up all the time because people wanted to stay there because it was Elvis themed. Guest house at Graceland is a 5-star hotel. It is beautiful. I did get the chance to stay there about 2.5 years ago, and I do want to go back soon because it's just so cool. Other things in Memphis, obviously Sun Studios. So that is a recording studio where a lot of named artists got their start. For those of you who know the show $1 Million Quartet, or that story, that happened in Memphis. So that's just such a cool piece of history. A lot of very, very famous people, including Johnny Cash, Elvis, a couple others that I can't remember off the top of my head, but they got their start in Memphis. So that's just such a cool piece of history. And obviously blues was really started here in Memphis. Beale Street, of course, if you are adults, if you are children, I just caution when you go to Beale Street. Beale Street during the day is obviously a little bit less toned down. At night, it gets a little bit wild. It is an open container area, so you can take your drinks out on the street, at least the section of Beale Street that is blocked off, so you can bar hop. Every bar has some sort of entertainment, and it's just a fun place to be, especially at nighttime. And yes, you will see a multitude of Elvis impersonators on Beale Street. So highly recommend that, especially for the adults watching. A couple other cool aspects of Memphis. I had mentioned the Civil Rights Museum, so we are going to be touring that during this stay. I have been before, but it's been a couple of years. So unfortunately, that is where Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated. So it does have obviously a very significant piece of history along with it, but the museum really talks about the progress that our country has made as it relates to civil rights and kind of where we still have some opportunities to grow. So that's always a great destination. The Bass Pro Shop, if anybody has ever seen Memphis on a photo or a video, you see this huge pyramid, super iconic, right? And it is a Bass Pro Shop of all things, right? So inside there is a Bass Pro Shop equipped with all your fishing, hunting, outdoorsman type gear. But super cool about that building is there's now a hotel inside of it. It is called Big Cypress Lodge. Me and Corey actually stayed there a 1.5 years ago, and I wasn't vlogging unfortunately at that point, but what a stay. We are definitely going back very, very soon because it is like camping, but you're indoors. It's amazing. It's like perfect for somebody like me who hates camping. So that's always a great spot for kids. That is a 10 out of 10 location. So that's really cool to see. If you're visiting the downtown area, be sure to check out the Peabody, the world famous Peabody with the marching ducks. Super cute, always fun to see. Another favorite part of town, especially if you're an adult, is Midtown. You'll notice the area of Midtown has really grown and developed into quite a restaurant scene. And I will say, as a whole, Memphis restaurant scene is on point. The restaurants around here are some of the best I've ever eaten at, and that's a lot from me because I eat all around the world. So be sure to hit up Midtown, check out some of the restaurants. But yeah, Memphis is an amazing place to travel to, especially if you enjoy any one of those number of things that I just mentioned. If you have any interest in music at all, any history buffs, Memphis is for you. Also, keep in mind you're on the Mississippi, and there's some really cool spots to see the Mississippi. So that's a really cool thing to do. So anyways, hopefully you will consider a trip to Memphis. I think Memphis can be done, I would say, in a long weekend, probably like a 4 or 5 night stay. Because Memphis and Nashville are really only about 3 hours from each other, if you decide to do some sort of a Tennessee vacation, you can so easily go from Memphis to Nashville by driving in 3 hours, and it's super convenient. Now, I will caution that the state of Tennessee is a very long state, so if you're looking to go from Memphis to Knoxville, it is a long drive. Like very, very long drive. Plus you got a time change in there when you're going from Central to Eastern time, which people don't always think to factor in. So I hope these comments were kind of helpful to you as you're watching this video. please go to Memphis because it is so much fun and it is a city that you need to see. And there was our trip to the Central Station Hotel in Memphis. I hope you found the hotel tour helpful, as well as just, what to expect if you're thinking about a trip to Memphis and or why you should go, because you for sure should go to Memphis. There's just so much culture and history, and Memphis is really fun, really, really fun. So if you found this video helpful, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel for more amazing content. My name is Travel Agent Amy, and if you're looking to book your next vacation to anywhere in the world, maybe to Memphis, go ahead and drop a comment down below or reach out to me with the email listed in the description. And until next time, happy travels. Bye.